Mhm.
Okay, call the meeting to order. Excuse me. Moved by Councillor Kotick. Seconded by Councillor Hudson, resolved that the regular meeting commence at the hour of 7 p.m. And be it further resolved that council acknowledges that we are meeting in the Robinson Superior Treaty area on lands that have been traditionally used by several Indigenous nations, but we would like to pay special recognition to our closest Indigenous neighbors, the community of Big Digon Nishnabek and Pic Mobert First Nations. We wish to recognize a long history of the First Nations and Métis people in our region specifically and show respect to them today. All in favor? Okay, no additions or deletions to the agenda? No? No, and any disclosure, pecuniary interests or general nature thereof? Okay, go to the approval of the agenda. Moved by Councillor Hudson, seconded by Councillor Kotick. Resolved that the agenda be approved as circulated. All in favor? Okay, adoption of minutes. Moved by Councillor Hudson, seconded by Councillor Kotick. Resolved that the minutes of the regular council meeting held February 22nd, 2023 are adopted as circulated. All in favor? Okay, no petitions. Correspondence.
Through the chair, I'd like to bring down the wave of three.
Oh, 3, okay. I can move down to business. Okay. Moved by Councillor Kotick, seconded by Councillor Hudson, resolved that correspondence items 0801 to 0803 be received and filed, and be it further resolved that agenda item 0803 be returned to council under business for the meeting of March 8th, 2023. All in favor? Oops. Reports and committees. Moved by Councillor Kotick, seconded by Councillor Hudson, resolved that the minutes of the meeting of the Thunder Bay District Social Services Administration Board inaugural be held, held January 12th, 2023, and regular held January 26th, 2023 be accepted as received. All in favor? Moved by Councillor Hudson, seconded by Councillor Kotick, resolved that the minutes of the meeting of the Thunder Bay District Board of Health held January 18th, 2023 be accepted as received. All in favor? Okay, moved by Councillor Hudson, seconded by Councillor Kotick. Resolved that the minutes of the meeting of the Manitowoc Public Library Board held January 16th, 2023 be accepted as received. All in favor? Okay. Alrighty, now verbal update over there. Okay, just want to remind everyone that move your clocks ahead this Sunday. Okay, time to spring ahead. Also, March break starts this weekend, so I want to wish everyone that's traveling safe travels. Excuse me, a shout out to Public Works for keeping up with all the melting snow. I mean, it's coming melting fast. But be very careful out there. There's lots of ice everywhere, like even in your own driveways and sidewalks. Like everybody be careful. Okay, under birthdays for March, we have Marlene Turner, also known by many as Grandma T. She turns 84. Also turning 84 is Ron Shepard. was a longtime Legion member, I guess. Turning 86, we have Jean-Guy Fougere and Frank Reiser. And last but not least, turning 87 is my old high school shop teacher, Joe Strangway. So happy birthday to all of them. Okay, that's all I have. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As we're heading into the March break week, there's lots to do if you are staying in the community. Thanks to the Recreation Department and the library, there are plenty of events planned at the Arena Recreation Center and Library, as well as 2 night skis planned at the ski home on the 15th and 17th. So we hope that you get out and enjoy the nice spring weather. Also, a big welcome to a new employee, Justin Baker, who started this week in the Public Works Department. And a big shout out to Don Kruger, who achieved his fire officer level 4 training. Congratulations, Don. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. Okay, over to business. Moved by Councillor Kotick, seconded by Councillor Hudson. Resolved that council is in receipt of administration report FD monthly 23-03 submitted by Don Kruger, Fire Chief, regarding department monthly report.
Thank you, through the chair. I don't have anything to add to the report. CEO McLean has already stolen my thunder, but I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, any questions? Very
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Nice report. Keep up the good work. Okay, and further, that council receives the fire chief's monthly report as presented. All in favor? Moved by Councillor Hudson, seconded by Councillor Kotick, resolved that council is in receipt of administration report admin 2023-09 submitted by Florence McLean, CAO, regarding to amend bylaw 2022-51, 2023. The 2023 schedule of user fees and charges.
Thank you, through you, Mr. Chair. We've implemented the 2023 user fees, and upon selling the landfill site passes, we recognized that there was a math error in terms of the percentage that the landfill punch cards were raised. In order to keep the prices fair and even, the percentage should have raised equally amongst all the categories, but some of the categories were raised at a higher rate, such as 11.11%. So we've been selling the passes at last year's rates until we could correct this mistake. So that's why it's before you tonight. And so we've adjusted the fees to raise at 5.56% across all the categories. But then when we started to look at the dump passes and the logic around why do we charge people 2 punches for a car? Why don't we just charge them 1 punch? And that will reduce the size and the quantity of the dump passes that we're producing. And so we've rejigged it a bit. We also were selling dump passes that were not in the same denomination as the schedule of user fees. So we've corrected that so that the dump passes are at the same denomination, such as 2, 4, 25, and 50. We were selling them at $9 dump passes, and they were not always making sense in the denominations that we were selling them. So we've tried to streamline it and make it more efficient for staff, and then to correct the unfairness or the inaccuracy of the percentage that we raised them. So I hope that clarifies it. requires some conversation. I'll turn it back to you.
Any questions of? Okay, I have a couple. Just in clarifying as it's worded through the size of the loads being brought. The one section that it goes to, I can't remember how many punches, but it mentions a 1-ton truck. I think that should be worded different as in to refer to a medium duty vehicle. Example like a F-550. Okay, versus a 1-ton truck, because a 1-ton truck is like same as a regular pickup truck, so it wouldn't really carry more. So just in a clarification of that. So a medium duty would be like a set of dualies in the back and a larger truck. So I think that's one clarification I'd like to see. And another one is as far as the 50 punch. If you look at the price for the 25 punch, and if you double it, it doesn't add up in the end. So for the amount of 50 punches that we're ever going to sell, why don't we just keep the punch cards at 25 and sell them 2 of those? Just to,
And just be away with the 50.
yeah, not to get away from it as far as a big tandem truck, but just a matter of selling them. You know, takes
Okay.
2 cards to make it. Because I don't think the traffic for big tandem trucks are that busy out there, so. Is there anyone else want to comment on that?
Oh,
Do you have anything?
so through you, Mr. Chair, like, as the 1-ton one makes perfect sense, I think. Because like you drive that 350, you're driving a 1-ton, right?
Correct.
So it doesn't make sense to, it's an oversight to us perhaps, but that makes sense for that, and I think the 25 makes perfect sense as well. That's all I have.
Okay. Perfect, thank you. Okay, do we have to change the wording for that, or that council approves?
Approves the amendments.
Okay, so.
So,
we'll
yeah,
make those adjustments?
that's
Okay.
kind of like an operational.
Okay. So that council approves the amendments of to the 2023 schedule of user fees and charges. All in favor? Okay.
We brought down the official plan. notice.
Great, yes. Okay, over to Councilor Hudson.
Through you, Mr. Chair, I was just brought it down just to get some clarification exactly on what this means. Mr. Clark. Yeah, provide that.
I would love to provide it, but I'm going to hand this over to the clerk.
Oh.
Because she did her research.
Well, thank you through the chair. So we did receive the notification from Minister Clark with the Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Housing. So I reached out to the ministry to kind of to ask them, what this could mean. And so what it is the province is looking at updating the provincial policy statement as well as the provincial growth plan. So when council adopted the official plan, there's then a 120-day comment period that goes to the ministries before they do the final approval, because they're the approval authority. So they have suspended, so more or less it's on hold right now until they look at updating these policies, because we might need to make some amendments to the official plan to reflect the updated policies. So it's just on hold temporarily.
Okay, so the comment period is on hold
Yes,
until they go through their procedures.
they update their policies. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Now over to bylaws. Moved by Councillor Kotick, seconded by Councillor Hudson, being a bylaw to establish a 2023 service and charges, being read a first and second time. And further be read a third time, passed and numbered as bylaw number 2023-07. All in favor? Okay, no motions, notice of motions, no closed session. No business arising, closed. Confirmation of bylaw. Moved by Councillor Hudson, seconded by Councillor Kotick, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the Council of the Township of Manitouwadge as its meeting held on Wednesday, March 8th, 2023, be read a first and second time. And furthermore, be read a third time, passed and numbered as bylaw number 2023-08. All in favor? Oops. Okay, and moved by Councillor Kotick, seconded by Councillor Hudson, resolved that the regular meeting adjourn at the hour of 7:16. All in favor?